Why are you selling the Shelby?
It's too expensive for me to drive and to make right.
Why are you selling the Shelby?
It's too expensive for me to drive and to make right. And I can put the money in the truck because I can drive the truck around the country. I can't drive the Shelby around the country.
Wow.
Ouch. I thought you already told her.
No.
Oh, she didn't sound happy.
I had this built for it.
Hey. So what can you tell us about this beauty? I mean, you've owned it 50 years.
I bought it, like I said, it was all black and it had 351 Cleveland in it. I wore that out, ran across a 302 with 351 Cleveland heads on it, put that in it, wore that out, bent the valves thing or whatever, and sat in the garage for a while. And I found a guy, when I was living in Vallejo, found a 427 block and I had the heads. What did he do? Anyway, found the 427 block, and the guy here in Elk Grove built the 427, but the heads from that engine were no good. So I broke down and bought the Edelbrock aluminum manifold and heads, and he built it, and it's in my picture book in there of it being built. And he put that in that, and that took about 10 years to get that part done because it sat in the garage in Vallejo until I got up here and put it together. And that was about a 3-year build from when I decided to be able to do it, because I retired in 2009, and about a 3-year build, and so it was back on the road. And if that was 9, yeah, I wanted to do it in 2011. 11's a good number for me. That's another long story. But so.
Well, she sure is pretty. Whoever painted it did an amazing job.
So I put this in. That tells me my battery's on when I do that.
Gotcha.
This is welding cable I got from my from a friend, my employer. That's a good welding cable. It'll never go out. You know what triple aught thing, and there's a little lump in the floor up there where it goes through the firewall.
Okay.
You might want to change that.
So it's a real factory Shelby.
Yeah.
GT500, Brittany Blue.
Right.
4-speed car.
Yeah.
But you've
got
kind of resto-modded it a bit.
Well, I wanted, yeah,
you want to have something to have fun with.
Upgraded the, because I thought I'd be able to drive it for trips and stuff with a 5-speed, higher top speed and better mileage.
Right.
But didn't realize this gas was going to be ridiculous. So the wife says, no, you can't do that. Well, she's right and I was wrong. So I'll sell it and get somebody that can drive it.
But you've had this thing for 50 years.
Yeah.
And when it was essentially 5 years old, 7 years old,
yeah,
it was already painted a different color from original, so it was already painted black.
Yeah, and somebody had changed the doors out, and you'll see the pictures in there. The top of the roof looks like somebody took a shotgun to it because it's all brazed in to fix it.
So something had happened.
Something had happened. But apparently the body's straight, nothing problem there. Also, you'll see.
No salvage title, nothing like that, right?
No, no. And I know who the original owner was. It was sold. I saw that from the titles from, I don't know how I got that from.
That paperwork was crazy, what you sent me, and I'm sure there's a lot more in it than what you sent me. But just those few things, I was like, wow, you don't see that a lot.
Yeah.
So maybe they do in the Shelby world. Maybe everybody knew they were going to be special cars forever. And
So I was raised in Kalamazoo, Michigan. And so that was that.
That's what your plate was?
Kalamazoo, and that was Zoom, and a play on the words, you know. So, but you got to pay that $50 every year, and being who I am, I'm not giving them $50 every year. So I went just with the other thing.
Well, you can always just hang it on the wall. That's what we do. We put all the plates we get on the wall. We have walls full of them. License plates.
Yeah. So if you don't want,
you keep one, I get one.
I'll keep that one. You keep that one.
That sounds good to me.
Because here's your legit one there.
Yeah. There you go.
You can have that one.
Cool.
You can have.
Yeah, you got to have one on your wall.
Yeah,
for sure. Heck yeah. It's part of the history of the car. How long was it on there? A couple of years or just a year?
Yeah, I think just a year.
Yeah, just a year.
It's been around that track, and like I said, there's Steve Saline's thing. That was a year or so ago.
Gotcha. Is this an original fiberglass Shelby hood?
Yeah, that's.
Did you put in subframe connectors?
In the back. Yeah, that's the other thing. If you're going to make it original, you'll have to cut them back out. I got subframe connectors and anti-hop things on there.
I'm assuming it was on. Was it ever fuel injected?
No. You see the. See the note on the window? If you open the door, you can read the driver notes.
Oh, gotcha.
There's a safety feature built into this thing. You don't hot rod it and you don't speed it because you don't have brakes. You do, but you don't rely on them. You can't lock them up and you can't stop fast because the vacuum pump isn't working and because of the relays aren't functioning. But when they're functioning, you still can't lock them up. So you have to get another motor or functioning vacuum pump. It's got 40 series MagnaFlow mufflers on it, and you'll hear it. It got second place at the muffler sound, 90 dBs, I think.
I just wasn't expecting a Rusto mod. I love it. I think it's cool as heck. I think it's beautiful. Nicely done. Do you have the original seats?
The original what?
The original seats?
No. I don't know what happened to them. When I originally changed them out, it was because the wife had a bad back, and I wanted to have a seat that would recline. And I saw those at a swap meet.
Yeah, they're not impossible to get anyway, but it's a beautiful car. I can't wait to hear it start. It's a freaking gorgeous car. It's just crazy to me that young, that it's so much had changed on this car, you know, at 7 years of age, that it was already painted and had a different motor, and like you said, you know, it's just wild. Is the rest of the body, other than the roof skin, is the rest of the body original to your knowledge, like the quarters?
No, I put 4 floor pans in.
Okay.
You can see that in the thing.
Okay.
And that was done at Red Star here in Sacramento.
How well did they do on?
Real good.
Really good?
Yeah. When you put the filler stuff around it, you can't tell because of the body, what do you call it? Body filler or whatever.
The Bondo?
I don't know what you call it. Sealer.
Oh, seam sealer?
Full weld and then body sealer to cover it all. You'll see it in the pictures.
Let's pull it out. Let's start it up. And can we pull it out a little bit so we can kind of get a little bit better look? want a good gas mileage with that? Yeah, 5-speed ain't changing the gas mileage on that, bud.
You smell the gas?
That thing sounds nasty.
You smell the gas?
In a good way, yeah. Wow, this thing's pretty. Did they put a pearl in the
No,
white?
what he did, he put a
yeah.
drop of the paint
Oh, the
into
blue into the white?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that's
gotcha.
nice, huh? I like that.
Yeah, and this wasn't a factory striped car either, because I don't
True.
think any of
No,
them were except for
no.
one. And I think
Oh,
Dennis Collins actually has the one,
Oh yeah.
because the one we're building doesn't have the stripe either.
Yeah, none of them had this stripe. And there's, I didn't send you that one, but 644. That's been off, and as far
But
as
that
I know,
is the original one, right?
yeah.
Okay. I want to see the paperwork. That briefcase full of stuff. The paperwork is so cool.
It's on the table.
Okay, we'll go in there then in a minute. So what was the reason you said we couldn't drive it back? You said you could, but you recommended a trailer.
One, the gas. You might have to put a little gas in it.
Oh man, I do it miles per mile, not miles per gallon.
Yeah.
Then you're saying the brakes.
Just leave it.
The brakes aren't very good?
Yeah, the brakes. You got a full pedal, but I don't have the vacuum pump working possibly because of the relays, and that's a bit of a hassle. The pump was a brand new one. It's the second one, but the relays don't function for some reason. Like I said, it's a new pump, and it's a rebuilt original booster on it.
Yeah, I'm amazed at how much of it is resto modded. I think it's cool. It's a beautiful car.
I tried to stay somewhat original, but still be able to go drive it.
Yeah, I think you crossed over the bridge when you cut the tunnel and put on the subframe connectors. I think that's where you went, where it was more resto mod. I mean, you know, heads you can change, radiators you can change, all that kind of stuff.
Well,
and you can weld that back on. I'm not saying it can't
yeah.
be done, but it's just, it's been modified.
To fix those two things, it's a half a day with somebody knows how to weld.
Yeah, I'm not saying it can't be done, but we've done a lot of welding. It'd be more than half a day, especially pulling everything out to get to it. That's the thing, especially on the firewall. You'd have to pull a lot out just to get to the point of welding that back together. But
well, it's not on the.
I'm not beating it up. Don't get me wrong. This is a beautiful, beautiful car. It's an amazing car. I mean, because like even in a normal Shelby, even the engine bay would be black.
Oh,
It wouldn't be blue. This is more like a Mopar.
When he asked me, what do you want to do? I said, no, I like blue. I like pretty.
No, I like the pretty part as well. So what's this? Is that the original stamp?
Yeah, it matches the other side. Matching numbers.
Because they wouldn't have, the VIN that was normally wouldn't match it.
Yeah, I looked at that. That was weird to me. Not weird, but...
Well, what Shelby did, my understanding what Shelby did was, again, I'm not an expert, but he bought the cars from Ford, took them back, tore all the VINs off, and made his own and put them on. Today, he'd go to prison for that.
Yeah, that isn't what I understand he did. He just... They had that number, and he put his number on over them, so they had to coincide with what Ford gave Shelby and then what Shelby had from Ford.
But you would have had a door tag, and he took those off too. They no longer have door tags on the doors because they had the VINs on them.
Yeah, so
he took off their door tag that had a VIN because that was the only other place.
Yeah.
And then there was a VIN right here, and he put his
tag
on there. So the original VIN is under here?
Yeah.
Okay. And it matches that?
That one, yeah.
Okay. So did they put a roof skin on this? Did they do a new roof skin, or did they just repair what was there?
He repaired it totally.
And it wasn't a structural thing, right? It was just the actual...
Yeah, it was just...
the metal, the skin.
Because Also, when I had it, there was a lot of plastic and or Bondo and stuff. He took all that off and smoothed it out where there's minimal.
Gotcha. Let's go look at that paperwork. You want me to roll up the window?
No,
Yeah,
that'd
we're worried
be too
about-
hot. So you see how old that set is? Is that the original? No, this is the original one. And the wife bought me this for it a long time ago. Okay, you don't need Haggerty. This was that. That was set that up. That's. We don't need those. This is for the radio that you'll probably pull out. I can't work the radio. I don't know how to work the radio. This is all registration stuff. This is the guys that put the subframe connector in the back. He's so good that race car teams hire him to go to their races to do their welding work.
When they're there.
This is more, is that, yeah, that's it. You don't care about that. That's insurance crap.
So is this the restoration work?
Yeah.
Started its life as that.
I had to abandon that up in northern Michigan
Oh yeah.
when I was in the
black.
service.
Yeah, it was
there's,
black.
There's all black. Drove it down to, and there's my daughter. But she's 48 now.
Yeah, she's a little bit younger than me.
There's the damage to the front end.
Gotcha. So what'd you have to do to fix it on the
You
front?
gave it to
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, I didn't see it correctly. You're talking about the under
Yeah,
the valence.
valence.
Yeah.
And that was to the blasters.
I want to go like this. Zoom in on it, you know? So used to the way that it is today. There's the motor. Well, the first motor. So this would have been the first motor? That's not the motor that's in it now, right?
Yeah, that's the second motor. I
Second.
don't have pictures of the first motor. I gave that 351 Cleveland away to a hoarder girl and her mom.
So it was all bare metal. You took it down. There's
Yeah.
what he's talking about, the hole
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
roof.
roof, yeah. What do you
Huh.
think that looks like?
Looks like shotgun. to
Looks
me,
like
but it
somebody
doesn't-
shot some stuff
it
up and
didn't.
it came back down. Maybe it was 4th of July? I don't know. Because it has all those little holes too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's wild.
Oh, and there's the floor.
There's the floor pans. Good. When was this done, roughly?
There's some dates on some of them, I think you'll see.
Oh, there we go. 2009. Okay.
9. Yeah.
So 2009, it came out of paint, came back to your house. Here, it looks like.
No, that was.
That's not.
It,
gosh, it
I was
looks like
living in Elk Grove. This is Sac, and that was
Okay.
Mesa Brook, just off of Sheldon. Not that it means it. Yeah, you know
I know
Sheldon.
where Sheldon is. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's going on.
You know the fire station?
Yeah.
I just, as a matter of fact, the guys from the fire station came around when the wife died.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah, so they would have painted this normally black. But he did it like a Mopar. He must have known some Mopar guys were coming by
see,
someday.
you can appreciate that.
That's the way it happens
that's 10
sometimes,
times
you know?
better.
Mr. 5150. See all the stuff I had powder coated
Yeah,
down there?
yeah.
It was the wrong color, some of it.
Yeah, the water
Pump.
pump is a little bit off on color. Oh, you did the whole block and everything. I didn't notice that on there. Shelby, be proud. You changed it. Because that's what he did. He took a Ford and changed it to a Shelby.
That's a day 2 Shelby.
This is nice looking motor.
We cleaned up all the burrs and stuff.
This is all family?
No, this is the main machinist.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
But that's my daughter and
Okay.
her mother-in-law.
Okay.
And this is a guy that had a Bronco that put a Cummins in it.
Oh, gotcha.
And he was the one that built Silver Spoon Porsches for guys, you know, the $100,000 not 90, is it 911s? The little
I
ones,
don't
the
know
60s
those.
ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
They have a new place down in Southern California. I can't remember the name of it, but they do full resto mod Porsches.
Yeah. Can't believe it.
Swinger. I think it's Swinger or something like that. Singer. Yeah, Singer.
Yeah, there's Rick. I think, is that the, what does that look like? Oh, that's the clutch bracketry, I believe.
Gotcha. So you were gonna put an automatic in there? Is
Oh,
that
no,
what was the automatic for? Don't you have an
Oh,
automatic out there?
That was for the truck.
Oh,
It's in the garage.
okay.
Oh, where's the green?
Where's
one?
this?
That's my brother's, right outside that shop that built it. That's down in Arizona.
So you still got it?
Yeah,
That one for sale?
yeah. Potentially.
Is it as a 4-speed as well?
No, it's automatic.
Gosh, that's almost identical to the one that we met next to.
Yeah.
We just made a deal on a 67 GT500 5-speed that was originally a 4-speed, right?
That's true.
Okay. Brittany Blue?
Brittany Blue.
You know they only made 17, right?
I got numbers. I got the Marty report.
Dennis Collins is building us one of the other ones.
Okay.
So it'll be interesting to see yours.
We'll
So
see.
anyway, see you on Tuesday.
Tuesday.
All right, sounds good.
That one looks
But
a little
his is
darker.
better.
It's the same color though. Yeah, that one was more of a driver
Yeah,
quality, you
yeah.
know, the paints and, you know.
He works down at Specialized Exhaust now. He did a lot of the engine building for me.
Gotcha.
That's Adam.
Wild to see one as a resto mod like this. You definitely documented it well. Proud of your engine.
See, that's where you sit when it's in the car.
Yeah. I love the Brittany blue color. It's one of my favorites.
I ran out of gas the first day I drove it, and that was down to Mustangs Plus the
Sounds
first
like
show.
me, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Is Mustangs Plus the one in Stockton?
They're gone.
Yeah, I
He
know.
went to
My
Pennsylvania.
friend Leon bought the rest of the parts when it was all done.
He gave me that shifter there. That's
Gotcha.
$100 shifter.
Gotcha.
That's it.
The one in Brentwood near us, they're gone too now.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Didn't he move down the road a little bit? No,
I don't think so.
I was
Did he?
there-
Yeah, he owns the property next to him.
No, he owns the property next to it. He owned that whole block,
Right.
but I don't think he's in business anymore.
No.
He sold the
Everything.
he sold the building that we used to go to buy the parts out of. He had put it up on, you know, the local or in Realtor.com. We were looking at it.
Okay. There's that. There's that and that, Marty.
So this is a copy. Is there the original,
No,
or is
no,
that
no, I think that's, oh,
this is a copy? Maybe
That's a
there's an
copy.
original somewhere.
we'll probably come across it.
Okay.
We don't need those. This is nice pictures. Oh yeah, that's
Shoot, you probably want to keep this.
I gotta keep that.
Yeah, no, I'm saying you probably want to keep those.
I think I posed this.
I think you
Yeah.
should keep both of those.
I posed this up on. That's Sheldon. The McDonald's got built right over here. They had this big dirt pile. There's still the dirt pile here. That's headed north. That's south 99, Sheldon.
Yeah.
And there's a dirt pile up there. I drove the car up there, posed it. This might have it. No. Marty, oh, that's to pay for the Marty thing.
Yeah, which is right here, right? So you got 67, 428, 4-speed manual, fastback, Brittany blue. So it would have had parchment interior, which is, that's that tan
Yeah.
color, right?
Yeah.
That'd be really pretty. extra cooling package.
Oh, here's a build
So the
list.
exhaust emission control, is that because of California? The closed crankcase
Here we
emission
go.
system?
Here's what you
Look,
want.
that's from California.
Here,
Probably.
here it is. There's the original.
Yeah, look at that. So this is the original when the first guy bought it.
No,
No,
that's
this is
mine.
you.
I wouldn't have his.
World
Yeah.
of Wheels.
Yeah, 74. 12. So you almost had it 50 years. December will be 50 years.
December or November? Late November, isn't
It
it?
says 12/3.
December 3rd.
December 3rd.
For $1,581.
That's so crazy. There was a different receipt though that I saw that was 1905. So what was
Oh,
that?
this one.
What's the difference?
Oh, here's where I wrote to DMV asking for info on it.
Here's 19. Oh, he did a trade-in or something. Unpaid balance in cash or something like that.
it might be.
That's after what he
That
owed.
might be the loan document.
That was the loan. You took a loan for $1,581.12.
Here's where I asked for documents on the thing from DMV.
Yeah, I don't even think they do this anymore. Did they give it to you?
Current. No, it says end of that. Current owner. They say, yeah, I'm the current owner. I asked them. They told me what I already knew.
Yeah.
When was this dated? In 2009, I was asking. Oh, here's where I took a trip to Lake Havasu with the car, with the daughter. And that was when? Probably shortly after I got it. I had a trailer hitch on that car at one time. Took a trailer with it.
There was a lot of that back in the day, especially on the Mopars, like Chargers and stuff like that. They had a lot of those.
So that was in '87.
Is this more of the paperwork from buying it?
No, I got.
Is there any good speeding tickets or anything in
no,
here?
no. I don't think I ever got a speeding ticket. with it.
Really?
No.
Want to change that on the last day to the bank?
No.
Not with no brakes, huh? What's the rest of this? Anything that's
All
that
stuff.
goes to the car?
It's all goes to
Oh,
the
this
car.
all goes to the car.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's mostly. Oh, I got it located by
More
year.
like receipts from
Receipts.
rebuilding it and things of that nature?
Yeah.
I just mostly interested in the original docs type thing.
Well, that's all. This is.
Oh, that's
That's-
cool.
Membership was SAC. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, we got a deal. Thank
Okay.
you.
This is, I organized them all by year. The receipts by year of building it. So, yeah, way in the bottom, you might find some other stuff.
I wasn't expecting a resto mod today, but it's a nice resto mod. It's very tastefully done. Did you take it to a lot of car shows over the years?
Yeah, I got a few trophies back there. I'll give you the, you don't want the trophies, do you?
I mean, I don't need to take anything you want to keep.
I'll just keep my last one.
Yeah, there you
And
go.
you can
Or
have-
just give me one or two of them or something like that, just so you
Yeah.
have it. But I want you to keep memorabilia for yourself. I just don't want it to be stuff like this that's important to the car. You know, a trophy's more important to you than it is to the car.
Well,
but this is really important to the car. You know, any of this
Just
kind of
put that
stuff.
in with this.
Here's the front end build that just got done.
There,
The
put that
tires and the alignment and tires.
And then this
and,
one.
And here's where it went down to Kingdon Drags, a time slip. You want those?
Yeah, all that stuff. Yes, that'd be awesome. Did
That
you?
was last
There was one though that was like a delivery, like a Shelby delivery, like they delivered it to San Francisco. It was like a delivery receipt.
S&C Ford.
Yeah. Do you have that?
That should be.
You showed me a picture.
So why
Yeah,
don't we
that was a surprise. So my question for you is, we can go to the bank and do what we talked about.
Yeah.
I also brought cash because we were going to buy a car yesterday. So if you want some in cash, we have that. If you don't, we'll just do it all in a cashier's check, whatever you prefer. I don't need to give you cash for you to go deposit it. It's hard enough to get money out of the bank nowadays. But if you needed some extra cash around here,
No, I don't need extra
okay,
cash.
then we'll just go get you a cashier's check.
Okay.
So Wells Fargo near here?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can all jump in my car.
Yeah.
Pull some stuff out of the way.
That's
Let's
fine.
see, 4 of us. Yeah, there's room.
Yeah, we can do that.
Just push the stuff in
Pull
the
the
trunk.
car into the driveway and back the trailer behind it, or put it back away, or whatnot. Probably just put it back away. Put the car back away in the garage, so nobody messes with it.
I got a 55 Plymouth Flathead for maybe $100, and the cylinder went out. I had to drive it floored to the junkyard. I think he gave me $20 for it. My friend owned the junkyard at the time, and I just hooked up with him again recently. And that was the only Mopar I owned. The wife got a Mercury and a Lincoln, and we owned a Buick.
So you got a 4-door Buick? Is that the one we saw?
No, that was my
2-door.
purple Lincoln Mark 8. My brother sold that to me at an auction down in Las Vegas. He's an auctioneer.
Yeah.
Part-time. Here.
How much did your brother want for his?
I don't know, but I think probably it deserves more than mine, because that one's all correct and good paint and a brand new motor with all correct.
Yeah, yours is a 4-speed though. Factory 4-speed car. You can't make an automatic a factory 4-speed car. So to me, yours is better. Even if you have to even if somebody wanted to take it back, you know. But I understand what you're saying.
He may have put a aftermarket radiator in it, because when he was driving that thing from Elk Grove down to Arizona, the water pump went out and took out his radiator.
Gotcha.
And then later his engine gave out, so he bit the bullet and had the motor redone. I guess 10 grand.
What's this?
Oh, that was my bilge records.
Oh,
You want them?
I want it,
Yeah.
Yeah, I want all this stuff. Okay. I mean, obviously, I don't want your stuff. It's yours.
Yeah, that's bills. Rick Kopech, you know that name? He's from SAC. Although here's that. Oh yeah, you might want this. This is from Shelby, a build thing.
Yes, that's what I want.
Dave Matthews.
Oh, this is 1990. No, this is different.
When was this? This is in 2007.
So it must have came off. Wasn't on the. Oh, this was when he was restoring it. So it probably came out of the system. That shows it go back in. Yeah, all of this stuff.
Yeah. Oh. Back in '7, he said the car was worth $100,000, even with.
When was this?
Back in 2007. From Dave Matthews. I think he was.
And that was before you restored it.
Yeah. Yeah, forget that.
This is all yours.
Okay, 2017, this is what we.
Oh, this is by the year?
By year now. All the sales receipts.
Oh, let's leave all that just the way it is. Then.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they got all.
Okay, so these are all the different years?
Yeah. 16, 17,
11.
11.
Just all the way back.
Yep. So you can close that one up.
With it. What's in here? More receipts. You spent a few dollars on this thing.
Yeah, I figure 40,000. 10 for the paint, 10 for the engine, and
Well, so you're in at 42,000 then.
yeah, at least.
2,000 for the car, 40,000 for the work.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
But that one's even cooler.
Oh, you're right. That is even cooler. I don't think I've ever seen one of these. Not that I was looking, but
What?
for one of these. Until we started buying Shelby's.
$10. Look at that.
You're going to sign right here and right there. They don't require the bottom one, but
Damn. Bad.
no, we're good. So Hugh, we kind of have a tradition where when we buy a car for somebody, we want to say thank you because, especially in your case, you've owned this car for 50 years. So it's a long time. We appreciate you selling it. It's kind of weird the way we met, but it all worked out. You know,
Yeah,
it's weird how
it
things
did.
work out.
It
So
did.
we know you're a Ford guy.
Absolutely.
So you may not ever wear it. Maybe you'll just give it away to a Mopar guy, but this is our company, and we give a jacket to the guys that sell us their cars.
Very
so
good.
even though you sold a Shelby, we appreciate it, man.
I'll tell you
We
what
really
I'll do. I'll wear it when I go judge the Mopars.
There you go. There you go. They'll at least think you're on the team.
Yeah, fake them out.
So anyway, we just want to say thanks, man.
All
We
right.
really appreciate
Been
it. So,
nice working with you. I'll